Came out a while ago to make a fire video. I've always enjoyed watching those, just seeing the various ways people like to start fires, and my camera shut down on me, so I was unable to finish it. So today, finally able to make it back out, and we'll make a fire. You can see the conditions we're in. So we're lots of snow. And here's the fire that I've prepared, or the area I've prepared for the fire. And one concept I've liked seeing is this upside down fire. I heard about it a long time ago when I was a kid, and it's kind of one I like to use given certain occasions. And the way it works is you've got a base layer underneath, and I like to do that anyway, especially in these conditions, to keep your wood off the ground. At least when you start the fire, it keeps that off the ground. And you just kind of layer here, layer it this way, you alternate. And your biggest stuff is on the bottom up to your kindling on top. And we'll see what we can do here. One thing I really like to take with me is the old cotton ball and Vaseline trick. If you haven't heard of it, it's you just take cotton ball, take Vaseline, smear some Vaseline in the cotton ball, and then I like to bring it up here and kind of pull it apart a little bit. And, it's a great way to get the fire started. Knife away here. Benefits to this type of fire is once you get it prepped and ready to go and lit, it pretty much manages itself. There's very little to do once the fire gets going, so that's one thing I really like about this one. Just to give you an idea, here's 10 minutes. I haven't done anything to the fire since I've lit it. And the fuel that I'm using, these logs aren't very thick. So this will burn kind of fast, and being that I'm just up here for the day, that's all I need. If you needed more long term, you could get, of course, more fuel or bigger pieces of fuel, and your fire is going to last you a lot longer. Places where you want to look to collect this wood is I just get it from the trees. You know, look for dead branches. Of course, you know, if it's going to be on the ground, it's going to be too wet to use, more than likely. So there's enough of these trees around here that you just get the dead branches off the trees, and that's where you've got all your fuel. You know, you can get these the little ones here, and you know, get a bunch of your kindling that way. And these type of trees, You know, people love the birch bark, but where I live there is no birch bark. But these trees have a similar type of bark on them that flakes off, and you just peel those off and rough it up a little bit, and it makes a great fire starter. Here's about 25 minutes, and again with this one realize the thickness of wood that I'm using is probably the thickest of that's in there is half of my wrist, so this isn't going to last as long as if you were going to be using bigger fuel. The only thing I really have done is, see these ends here, I'll just, it's not quite ready, see these right here, I'm going to pick these up and throw them on top. Other than that, I really haven't been doing anything to it, so on my way out.